Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to me, Dave Pumphouse, amateur Kriegspiel extraordinaire. By now, you've probably watched the 7:30 video, where we were saying and maybe criticizing some people for not using their radios enough, and we'll be going through the chat channels to see what was happening and where people were. In the half 7 video, we pretty much concentrated more on what was happening with 3rd Infantry Division and 7th Armoured, and we'll get to that as soon as possible. And to save time, I have put roughly where the 51st Highlanders had ended up, and the play of the day, I would say, so far, is that the Highlanders managed to capture 5 companies worth of Germans. That was a turn up for the books. We knew that they captured some people, but we didn't realise that it was 5 companies of the 5th Fallschirmjäger Regiment. And I found the bags. And whilst there is a couple of more things within 3rd Fallschirmjäger Division's assets and what have you, 5th Fallschirmjäger, that's all he's got left to command. He's lost half of his command in the first couple of hours. That's insane. And then 3rd Fallschirmjäger, I'll put his piece down. We wanted him to be the Dark Knight, but take that away from him. And yeah, I mean, wow, holy crap. We'll still keep some of the drafts pieces, but yeah, we know that there's a Pioneer Battalion here, we know that there's a Pioneer Battalion here, and another brave little Pioneer Battalion? No, company. Another Pioneer company down here. But yeah, so the Scots have roughly secured a cordon like this. Still having some men coming off the beach a little bit. Yeah, you've got Lake up here. You've got 182nd just coming out of St. Nicholas and Leland. And a few others manning the beach. And then this little force at Longyearbyen. Okay, so let's have a look and see what adventure 50th has gotten up to. As if you watched the previous video, I did mention that we still hadn't heard anything after 2.5 hours from 50th Division. It was a little bit worrying. I was starting to think that maybe they got slaughtered on the beach. You know, infantry going over 3-4 kilometers of beach. It's a dangerous task. There's no cover. Tide's coming in. What was happening? Let's check it out. So let's start with. Let's go for 231st. So we left them at 6:30 in the previous video. Okay, let's scroll back. Let's not ruin it for ourselves. Okay, so 6:30. He's asking people to study rocks with regards to that report. And by 7 o'clock, 1st Battalion reported that they are in conjunction with the elements of the 1st/151st Drive Off German Weapons Company and AT Battery. That was firing on them, and the 2nd Battalion that they are beyond the sea wall now. Right, so that was 7 o'clock. Let's take it up to 7:30. Oh, okay. He didn't give that report a time, but no worries. Count further resistance in Annaville. So by 7:30, 231st were 1st Battalion were in fact That's the 69th. In Annaville. Here he is. That's 151st. Where's the 231st? Right, okay. So, did we? Oh, there it is. Right, 1st Battalion is in Annaville. So he's... so the rocks that he was bumping into were up here. Okay. So he's in Annaville. That's taken. Brilliant. And secured the bridge in town, but you see your 2nd milling around as you advance with 3rd Battalion. Milling around. That's not good. You know, their standard orders were to just advance. Just why would they be milling around on the beach? They don't need to wait for orders. So he's probably around here somewhere with his 3rd Battalion. So that's fair enough. And he said the 151st. Right, let's have a look and see what the 151st was up to. 1st and 2nd Battalion. Okay, we're going to have to skip back. 7 o'clock. There is chaos on the beaches and your units have landed intermingled with the units of the 69th. Reorganizing the units will take some time and will slow their movement up to the beaches. You, however, notice that even if you're intermingled, keep moving. Keep moving up on the beach. You wouldn't be like, where's John? Steve? Alan? Steve? Like, you wouldn't be doing that on the beach. You just want to get off of it. You just keep going. Doesn't matter if you can't find your pal. Yeah, find them later. You, however, notice that complete lack of bullets being shot at you. You realise that the beach is so long that the Germans couldn't put their fighting positions in place to contest your landings because they would have flooded at high tide. Yeah, okay, fair enough. That bit of information there about where they wanted to put bunkers. 1st Battalion helped in routing an enemy weapons company and has reached the seawall. Excellent. By 7:30 you advance up the beach. You report elements of linked up with the 231st Brigade near Annaville. So he's got his 1st and 2nd are also in Annaville. And he is with the 3rd that is up near here. Right, okay, so he's landed. Slow getting off the beach. He's around here. But at least Annaville has been taken. So that's 151st. Let's have a look at 69th. We heard so little from 69th. It would be nice to know what he was up to. What adventure did he get up to? Right. So we left him at 6:30. 7 o'clock. Continue advancing east to Montmartin-sur-Mer. Okay, he knows that Montmartin-sur-Mer is the prize. And secure it before advancing east-northeast towards Montpenchant. 1st Battalion has disregarded its orders and advanced on the hill in front of them. Commander reports that he has captured an enemy flank position and encircled an enemy company. They are now under attack from relieving enemy forces. Following their orders, 2nd Battalion moved to support 1st Battalion. On a hill. So. Oh wow, okay. So 1st Battalion has encountered a flak battery. I presume it's probably going to be, we'll say that it's one of these for ease. So they've made it to the hill. Too far north. Excellent. So there was a flak battery and some other chump around here as well. He has, God knows where he's gone. 2nd Battalion is also moved up in support, and he's just over the seawall. Alrighty then. Okay. Third's not landed yet, but okay, fair enough. So by 7:30, it looks like they've, you know, getting a pocket done around Anville-sur-Mer and taken the high ground at Montmartin-sur-Mer. Respectable. Well done them. Alright, so now we get to the juicy stuff. Let's have a look and see. We'll start with 9th. Alright, okay. So yeah, 6:30 we sent out orders, you know, please report progress. Okay. I guess they're not getting the hint that I can't, no one's talking to me at division level. So they just, yeah, I'm including them. Please tell me something. Right, okay. Didn't bother responding. Didn't respond. I mean, fair enough about the chain of commands and everything, but surely, if I'm not receiving any word from Division HQ, give me something back. Wow, alright, so 7 o'clock, 2nd Royal Ulster Rifles report they have driven the Germans from the bunker complex, sent them back in disarray. The Scottish borderers have passed through La Barbine without incident, though they do note that it was occupied by Germans at some point. Okay, so 7 o'clock. La Barbarie. We've got La Barbarie here. Is that the 9th? That is the 9th. 1st Battalion at La Barbarie. Well, it would be good if it was spelt right. So they're up in La Barbarie. Yeah, we can get rid of that. That is the Scottish borderers, right? That is the Scottish borderers. So yeah, they're up at La Barbarie. Quite a spread. Quite a spread. All right. Kriegspiel problems. Okay. So, by 7:30, 2nd Royal Ulsters B&C of the Yomi drive off enemy force blocking the bridge are now continuing with their objectives. The bridge? What, are you talking about this bridge? 2nd Royal Ulsters. So, got the Royal Ulster Regiment, looks like they've cleared that, are up at this bridge with the Staffordshire Yeomanry. Where was the Yeomanry? Where did I put the Yeomanry? It's the East Riding. Okay. So the Yeomanry is down here now. Put it in the wrong place. Scottish Borders report that their attack will be delayed. Actually, maybe it's only B and C. So if we keep A squadron, maybe with the Scots, and the Ulsters have B and C. So they've reached the bridge here. Okay. And the Lincolnshires continue their movement off the beach. Let's have a look at what's here. The D Company of, looks like the Royal Ulsters is around here. So he's hanging around at Anville-sur-Mer by, where was it? It was around here, right? The bunker. So he's around here. And 3rd Battalion will soon be coming up. But progress is made. But yeah, and they're making their way now to Eventard as asked. Excellent. Right, let's go to 185th. Very detailed orders here from ARP. Kind of cool. Orders finished. Okay, your units advanced. The Norfolks are fanned out and are advancing, fanned out line abreast and are advancing towards Creance. So the 185th, the Norfolks are heading towards Creance. So they're probably about there. Warwickshires are advancing behind you. Oh, that's the last video that I did loaded up. Finally, I only took 18 hours or so. The Warwickshires are advancing behind you, so yeah, you're roughly around here. And then who else did he have? Shropshire Regiment hasn't landed yet, or just is about to. Right. Boom, ba-da-dum, boom, boom, boom. And then we get Creighton Lane in, as ARP unfortunately quit. Okay. Creighton Lane directly sends a message to me. I'm not even sure if I got that message. If I did, I probably just overlooked it and said, sorry about that. But yeah, I've obviously come back and said, look, please report progress. I'm getting nothing. Let's see what he does. Norfolks are in Creance by 7. The Warwickshire are advancing towards Perot. Alright. So the Warwickshires are in Perot. And Shropshire Light Infantry has just landed with the DD tanks and is marching up the beach. So they're on the beach with, I'm guessing, the East Ridings. Maybe. If it was assigned to them. We'll give them some tanks. Interesting that they're either dead or they've scarpered. They've disappeared. And then by 7:30, the Norfolks are preparing to attack Marseille. They expect to go in within the next hour. The Warwickshires have concentrated around Perot and request further orders. The Shropshire have crossed the seawall and request specific taskings. Took him a week to see it, but send the Warwickshires in full attack. Shropshire should also start advancing towards until they meet enemy contact. Okay, fair enough. They'll just start advancing this way then. Alright, so we'll draw a quick line. So that means that Anville-sur-Mer, although we know that there's going to be trouble coming in, they've done that so far. And we know that they've done that, and are up going to Marseille. So it's pretty cool so far. And you know, the 8th, although he did a hell of a lot, it's probably not going to be featuring a lot in this video. We can't really show the distance that he travelled effectively. We'll just have to do something special for him. Right, so we left him at 6:30. My orders for this turn are to continue the assault. He's keep going. As you land, you get a report. Finally, now that your troops have made some progress on the bunker. Good. 7:30, your forces managed to drive the enemies from the bunker complex. Took him 2.5 hours to get rid of this lot. Everything's on the beach by now. And Christ. Alright, let's have a look and see if we can find what was happening with their chat. Okay, so we'll start here. So ARP, this is where he quit. Due to the stress and the belief that input to my command no longer matters in the war, I cannot go on this way. He puts a gun to his head and says, God save the king, and he bows out. Alright, so let's have a look and see who was pulling people together now. ARP has gone. So, Scottish borderers have advanced to La Barbarie. Boom. I've landed with the Lincolnshire Regiment. Excellent. He's ordering the Royal Ulster Rifles to push inland to Geofosses. Excellent. He's asking Rennie, can I request an update of the progress of the unit directly to the south of me? I understand that I should come into contact with them at some point. I'm unsure of their position at this time. So, yeah. So poor old 9th Brigade is thinking, yeah, there should be someone to the south of me. They should be getting at Braille. There's a good few miles between you and him at the moment. Let's have a look. HQ to all. There's some discussion amongst the corps commanders where the 7th Division should land. He left it way too late to ask them. It's already 7 o'clock. The decision was made. Alright, and he doesn't bother answering 9th Brigade's question. 9th Brigade is telling 3rd Infantry Division Commander, quick summary of the situation in my sector regarding the landing of 7th. Anville-sur-Mer has not been secured. Yeah, we were literally on the beach by 7. So it would not be advisable to land any of 7th there yet. So yeah, according to 9th, we shouldn't have ever landed. Alright. No conversation from Rennie, just requesting situation reports. Interesting that, yeah, he didn't get anything from 8th or 185th for a week either, so that slowed things down. Oh, poor Rennie. I feel for him. Okay. From 8th Brigade. So 8th Brigade pipes up. I'm not unsure what time this is, but it's certainly before 9 o'clock. After securing the beach, we have been doing steady progress without encountering any. Okay, so this is a bit forward of time, but okay. So 3rd Infantry Division Commander wasn't getting much from his brigades either, so he couldn't report anything. But at the same time, even if you've got no news from your brigades, tell me. Certainly makes a big difference if you say, look, I'm chasing them, but they're not speaking to me. That's all he needed to say. Oh, tough one for everyone involved. But while we're at it, let's have a look and see what 50th Infantry, how were they communicating? So yeah, at least by the 7th, let's have a look and see what they're saying by the 7th. So the 50th really hadn't really chatted much. 2 battalions have made landfall. 69th, yeah, 1 and 2 have landed. Advancing upon Anville-sur-Mer. Yada yada yada. And 151st pipes up. Wait, 3rd Battalion. at Anvil. Okay, fine. By that time, yeah, they're yeah. While everyone's on the beach now, they're starting to coordinate. Excellent. Okay, great stuff. But yeah, you can see that even now I'm starting to experience and understand a little bit more what 3rd Infantry Division's command was up against. Although maybe he should have pushed them a bit more to say something. But that's how it looks at 7:30. Let's have a look and see what the Germans were up to. Right, so by 7:30, 5th Fallschirmjäger is saying 1st Company in the Stanchion Man bunker report that they are encircled and have been forced to surrender. My Pioneer Company have been ordered to rig the bridge at La Fruelle and wait for orders to destroy it. La Fruelle. 7th Company reports that it has accomplished the fallback of Geofosses. Okay, cool. So we know that 7th Company, 5th Fallschirmjäger pulled out. Oh, that's 8th. That's 8th Fallschirmjäger. Right, my mistake. 8th Fallschirmjäger. Where are you? 8th Fallschirmjäger. Right. Three. Okay, so mistakes were made. It's 8th Fallschirmjäger that was down here, not 5th. My mistake. 5th Fallschirmjäger is way up north. There's more forces than we thought. And 7th Company is a Geofosses. Right, moving on. Is there enemy at Anvil or not? It was a fake information. Reporting information as I received it. Welcome to Kriegspiel, the best representation of the realities of war. A little bit of confusion between 3rd and 5th, but they're asking if they're still not even sure that if there's enemies at R7 at Anvil-sur-Mer. Oh God, the confusion. Please gather more information about Anvil-sur-Mer. If 7th Company has fallen back to Geofosses, there must be something in the area. Black A Battery Company should be at the height 29 and is under your orders. Have you destroyed the bridge at Hotot? If you destroy the bridge at La Fruelle, then keep the one near Millenary open in case you have to retreat in the direction of Perrier. La Fruelle was here. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, if I understand well your deployment, you have nothing between the Say and Eventard. Army Corps Commander has communicated to me that 21st Panzer Division is on its way to St. Lo to help us. We have to delay the enemy as much as possible. Okay, so the 21st Panzer are on the move by 7:30. Hotot Bridge has been destroyed. I've rigged that bridge at La Fruelle. And in preparation of the enemy advanced on that position, I intend to use that crossing if my unit supports back. 9th Fallschirmjäger at 7:30 reports that the situation is completely fucked up beyond all recognition. My radio communications are cutting out. Most of my soldiers are encircled and my AA guns have fallen to the enemy. I have one AA gun remaining. It would seem that the British have forces attacking near Hyenville, as my 7th Battalion is encircled and the units trying to get them out of Hyenville. The units are in position at Hyanville River Crossing. Currently, I am ordering first to aid the break towards, and he's moving up slowly to Montmartin. So, Hyanville, that was around here somewhere, wasn't it? Montmartin-sur-Mer, Hyanville. Hyanville's over there. Ah, okay, so that's interesting because they're nowhere near. My radio communication is cutting out. Most of my soldiers are encircled. Pom pom pom. We've seen the British have forces attacking near Hyanville. They're 3 or 4 miles away from Hyanville. No one's near it yet. And he's got 3rd Fallschirmjäger Division jumping up and down saying, the enemy is as far as Hyanville? Please check and report. If confirmed, this is a huge breakthrough. You're damn fucking right. At the beginning, you had troops at Agon, north of your sector, and Braille, south of your sector. Where are they? Can you move them to defend the Seine River to prevent its crossing at Hyanville and Monceau? FYI, Monceau Bridge should be destroyed as soon as possible. And this other guy's saying I had 2 troops escape. Yeah, he's the guy manning Granville. And the Granville defense wants to form on the 28th line. So he wants to secure a defense along here. Alrighty then. Well, I think this video has gone on long enough. It's certainly interesting to see how both the Germans and the British were having no communication on side of the British and miscommunication on side of the Germans. What a circus! What a circus! But I'm liking how they're trying to form up defensive lines across the rivers. It's going to be fun to see how this works out, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. 7:30 turn, I can see why we were suffering the way we were, and by next turn, of course, we'll be seeing bigger advances. So tune in. See you then, everybody.